Welcome back to Pattrn. The IPCC says in the next 10 years, we're going to surpass 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming since the Industrial Revolution. And we're seeing the impacts fast.
Yeah, scientists say they can literally see changes thanks to a sophisticated network of satellites. And we got Dr. Sheridan Moore, scientist with Esri, a technology company that is using geographic information systems to help us better understand the weather patterns and, of course, climate change. Thank you so much for being with us. And I guess we just need to inform everybody about Esri itself and remote sensing. Like, what is that?
Yeah, that's such a great question. Thanks so much for having me. Okay, so Esri is a geoinformation systems company, which basically means that we focus on products to help you bring in your data, organize it, and look at it. And what is remote sensing? Even better question, because what a weird thing. It's basically using satellites to look at the Earth and even other planets.
So how does the government use the tools that you provide?
It's incredible, actually. So Esri partners with all kinds of government entities and agencies at the state, local, federal level. We actually just partnered with NASA. We signed a Space Act agreement that says that we can utilize their data to not just make it available, but also publicly accessible. So really easy to interface with.
So you're spying on us? No, I'm just teasing.
No, never.
I know one of the tools that you have out there to cover is Land Cover Explorer. So you're kind of, I guess, giving us more information from space about land cover itself. You used to see the impacts of deadly complex of fire that happened back in California in 2017. So when you're focusing on a specific geographical area, what are some of those things that you're finding and learning?
Yeah, okay, so climate change is happening, right? But what can we do to take climate action? And so that's what you're talking about is really huge. We can make all of these products. We're at this time where we have tons of data and we have tons of computer processing, and we can combine those to work together and make things easy to see and easy to use. So the land cover map is basically, you can look at an image from 2017, then look at an image from 2019, and you can see a dramatic difference. It's wild to think about. And you can use that information to to work on how you can take climate action for the future. Right. If we didn't have what we're seeing, we wouldn't be able to change anything, right?
Yeah.
So is it easy for the layman? How can the viewers explore and learn from all these tools?
Great question. It's not easy until you have these kinds of tools, right? So I'm a PhD scientist. I've had many years of training, and even I struggle with some of these things sometimes. So what we do is basically try to make it as accessible as possible. If you go to Esri Living Atlas, you can see all of these layers just easily at your disposal. And that's my favorite thing, is that I don't have to be an expert in climate science. I don't have to be an expert in geology. I don't have to be an expert in weather. I can just go look at this, click it, and it pops up on my screen. Accessible at all levels. I used to be a teacher. I could put this in my classroom,
I was going to say, that would be a good idea for the kids to learn.
Yeah. I could just pop this up and say, check it out. Or if I was a college student, I could look at it, download it, and really kind of hone in on it.
Yeah.
And if I was a scientist like I am, I could download it and analyze it and really get into the nitty-gritty of it, right? So that's my favorite thing about these tools and these products that we're trying to help, is trying to make accessible. That's what is really important.
Accessible and easy for me specifically. Yeah.
Take out those barriers, right? People don't want to work. People aren't going to care about climate change if it's going to be hard to change. If it's hard to take climate action, we don't want to do it, right? So I want to take away those barriers. I want to jump right in and say, here, have fun.
Love
explore, learn. Yeah.
Now we got to go explore. Dr. Sheridan Moore, thank you for your time. Esri, remote sensing scientist, PhD. Nice. Anyway, that was really fascinating.
Yeah, she had me at accessible.